Welcome back guys on another YouTube video. In today's video I think we're gonna be analyzing the forex market with you. Yeah, we're going to analyze like 3 pairs. We're going to analyze currency pairs. We're going to be analyzing also some commodities. So stay with us till to the end of this video. Hope you learned a lot of things. Now this video is sponsored by Infinox Forex Broker. I think is the fastest broker now we are using at the moment. So sign up with Infinox Broker in order to be executing fast trades, receiving fast withdrawals. You will be able to trade with 0.01 lot size. I think the minimum deposit $5 to $1 million. Instruments, you'll be trading over 300 instruments. So the leverage, it's 1 to 100 up to 1 to 1000. It's the best we can provide. Going ahead with the platforms, you can use the offer services both on MT4 and MT5. So Infinox is the best broker, guys. We'd like to advise if you are to start trading with. Yeah. So sign up with Infinox Broker. The link will be down in the description. Don't forget to click that link and sign up with our forex broker. Okay, remember, for this channel to grow, guys, you need to subscribe and like, plus sharing this video to all the guys you would like to know about forex trading. So subscribe to this channel in order to be notified whenever we upload a new video. Now, without wasting time, let's jump into our charts and see what we have today. Okay, now at the moment, like I've said, we are going to be analyzing 3 pairs: GBP USD, we're going to analyze gold, plus Euro JPY. Okay, now first on the charts, we are going to be analyzing GBP USD. Now, as FX days mentors, when you're analyzing the market, we start with the higher time frame, which is the weekly time frame. So we start with the higher time frame. By the time we scroll down to the lower time frame, we will have a clear picture about where the market is heading. Now we start by analyzing the forex market in a way that we start by looking for the major market key levels through using our horizontal lines. So I'm going to start by connecting or spotting our major market key levels where the market is respecting a lot of times, where the market is making many reversals. Those are the major market key levels. So I can see one here. There's also this level. There's also this level. I think you can also see them. There's also this level. There's also this level. Now remember, I'm trying to spot out the major market key levels where the market has been respecting so many times. Now after we spotting our major market key levels, we jump into the lower time frame to get a clear picture about where the market is heading. But before we jump into the lower time frame, I can clearly see that GBP USD is in a deep downtrend. So it's making lower highs and lower lows, lower lows and lower highs, lower lows and lower highs. So in brief, I think GBP USD might be continuing to drop to the downside. Okay, let's jump into the daily time frame. Daily time frame. Let me try to zoom in. So I think you can clearly see the market is in a deep downtrend, whereby it's making you can see it's making a higher low, it's making a lower high and a lower low. So this is our lower low, this marks our lower high. It comes back to make a lower low, and this is our lower high. So now, without wasting time, this is a clear picture to show you that at the moment we are in a deep downtrend. So the market is saying we are in a deep downtrend. So let me first remove this and we continue. Now remember, we have already catered for our major market key levels where the market has been respecting a lot of times. Now the next thing we're going to be doing is spotting our resistance and support levels using our trend line. So if we get our trend line and we try to spot our recently respected support and resistance levels, so we can clearly see that the market has been respecting over this area. Whenever it approaches this area, it drops. Whenever it approaches the resistance area, it drops. So what does this mean? So if it broke this resistance, that means when a resistance is broken, that resistance becomes a support. So JPY USD broke this resistance, came back down, retested, it then pushed up back to the upside. So that means, where is this market clearly heading? Remember, we already catered for our support and resistance levels, which is our major market key levels. We can clearly see, putting aside these recently broken lower highs, we can clearly see the market is trying to make a little bit of a head and shoulders pattern. This is our shoulder, we also have this head, and you can clearly see it's making another left shoulder. So we are just trying to see, where is this market clearly heading next week, or what pattern is this market trying to do. Now that's what we can see at the moment. The market is like making a reversal pattern, which is a head and shoulders pattern. So but we haven't got the confirmations. Now that means we have to go deeper in the lower time frame to see what the market has for us. Now going back to the lower time frame, you can clearly see that the market was in a deep downtrend, in a way of breaking our lower highs and lower lows. So that means if it has come back to retest this level, we can clearly see we have a zone here. Now this zone is representing our support level. Why? The market has been respecting this level for so many times, first, second, third, fourth, fifth. So the market was respecting this level for so many times. Why? Because remember, one of the things which make the market to reverse, we also have a trend line. We were in a deep downtrend where the market was making lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. Now the market came back and broke these lower highs, came back, retested. Now we expect the market to shoot to the upside next week, because after our support or after our resistance be broken, now it becomes a support. That's what I can try to explain. Now remember, this was a breakout and a retest. Let me show it. This was a breakout, came back down to retest this broken resistance, which is our support now. So we expect market to move to the upside next week. So let's still go deep to the downside. Let's jump into the 1 hour time frame to see what the market clearly has for us, because when you clearly see the market before heading to the upside, it also gave us a falling wedge. So this falling wedge, it's one of the reversal patterns we clearly spot, and we expect the market to be going to reverse. So if the market made this reversal pattern, which was a falling wedge, now it came back to retest the recently broken resistance. So that means higher possibilities of our market to go back to the upside, they are clearly high. Leaving along that, if I try to zoom out, you can see the market gave us a candlestick pattern, which is an inverted hammer on support. So that means all those are clearly examples or signals which are trying to explain that JPY USD might head to the upside next week. Let's jump into our 1 time frame. Now when you go to our 1 and try to zoom out, you clearly see where this pair is heading. Now when you come to our 1, you clearly see that there was a breakout and a retest. There was a breakout and a retest. Leaving along that, I can see sort of like a flag. I don't know whether you can see. You can see sort of like a flag. What does this mean? For this pattern to be not considered as a continuation pattern, we might see sellers jumping into the market, dropping or pushing the price towards to the downside. So that means this price action or pattern which we have spotted will be evaluated. But if the market respects our analysis, whereby we have spotted a head and shoulders pattern, and head and shoulders pattern was formed on a major market key level, which is our support level, then the second confirmation, we have a trend line breakout and a retest. So these 3 confirmations can clearly show us that the market might push to the upside next week. So that's what we see in GBP USD. Moving ahead with our video, let's see what Euro JPY, the way it's playing out. So this is Euro JPY, Euro stroke Japanese yen. Like I told you before, when we're analyzing the market, we start with a higher time frame, which is our weekly time frame, scrolling down up to the lower time frame. So we're going to start by spotting our major market key levels, where the market has been playing so many times or respecting so many times. I can clearly see there is this level, there is this level, there is also this level. All these levels have been respected so many times. Okay, so I think we have spotted our major market key levels, where the market has been respecting so many times. Now going ahead, there is also this level. Let me also cater for this level. So this is our major market key levels, where the market has been respecting so many times. There is also this level. Let me cater for it. Okay, so those are the major market key levels where the market has been respecting so many times. Now at the moment, if you clearly see Euro JPY is in a deep uptrend. Yes, so looking to our structure, it made the falling wedge here, it made a falling wedge, pushed it to the upside, it also came back here, made another flag. So I'm trying to show you that Euro JPY is in a deep uptrend. So before even thinking about selling, first analyze the market. Where is Euro JPY heading exactly? So at the moment you can see that Euro JPY is making continuation patterns, whereby it's making higher highs and higher lows, higher highs and higher lows. So before we think about selling Euro JPY, most of our possibilities is looking for buy entries. So let me delete this. Let me delete this and we continue. Now we jump into daily time frame. Now in the daily time frame, now we want to know now where is the market heading, plus spotting our beautiful patterns which we are going to be trading. Now if you try to zoom out, you can clearly see at the moment the market is in a deep, a little bit sort of like consolidation. Now like I told you, the second step which we do to get our support and resistance trend lines. So we're going to draw our support and resistance trend lines. We also have this. So we have already catered for our support and resistance trend lines. Now at the moment you can clearly see that Euro JPY, we have spotted sort of like a falling wedge in an uptrend. So I'm also seeing a recently support area. I don't know whether you can see it, guys. There is that support area which Euro JPY recently supported or respected so many times. It was a resistance, this was a fake out, resistance, support. So this level is a highly respected level. Now let's jump into our fall, because we are looking for confirmations to see where is Euro JPY heading next week. Okay, so remember at the moment Euro JPY has broken our resistance level, so that means that is one of the confirmation that if Euro JPY has broken our support, turning it to a resistance level, has broken our resistance level, turning it to a support. So now let's cater for our chart pattern which is inside this trend. You can clearly see another falling wedge inside this. I don't know whether you can see it as well. We also have another falling wedge pattern in this trend. So what does this mean? Before we got this falling pattern or falling wedge, we can clearly see there was a head and shoulders pattern. This was our shoulder, head, shoulder. So this is a reversal pattern which was formed on our major market key level. So this is a reversal pattern, head and shoulders pattern. It was formed on our major market key level, which is a support level. So for Euro JPY, I think next week we shall be looking for buy entries. Jumping into 1 hour time frame, you can clearly see that Euro JPY, if we are to look for a trade, we shall be looking for buy entries to buy it to the upside here before we think of taking it to the upside where is our resistance level. So for Euro JPY, guys, I think we will be looking for buy entries by the open of the market next week. So what makes this pattern to be invalid? So this pattern to be invalid, if this price is not respected, that means we shall be seeing the market dropping to the downside, breaking this support level. So that means if the market breaks that support level, we can clearly see there is another pattern which can be spotted. If we have this trend line of ours, okay, if we have this trend line of ours and this, so if the market doesn't respect our analysis and tends to drop, that means the market is going to drop to the downside, breaking this structure of a flag, coming back for a retest. After a retest, the market, we shall see it dropping back all the way to the downside, this side. So that is the second possibility we are expecting in Euro JPY. So moving ahead with our video, I think let's analyze gold, which is our last pair we shall be focusing on. For the brokers we use, like I've said, click in the link in the description and sign up with our broker, which is Infinox broker. So in order to open up your live account and start trading. So let's analyze gold as well. Now gold, remember, this is not a currency pair. Gold, we are talking about commodities. So gold is a commodity pair, it's not a currency pair. Remember that when I was starting this video, I said we are going to be analyzing gold, we're going to be analyzing GBP USD and Euro JPY. So now I'm analyzing our last pair, which is gold. Like you know, we analyze the market starting by spotting our major market key levels where the market has been respecting so many times. It's what we do, we as FX devs or mentors, spotting our major market key levels where the market has been playing around. Why do we call them major market key levels? Because the market, whenever it's moving, it respects these levels so many times. So that means they must be spotted with a keen eye in order not to make any mistakes. Now for gold, we have already spotted our major market key levels. So now we are dropping down to the lower time frame, which is our daily time frame. But before we go to the lower time frame, we can clearly see in the weekly time frame, gold gave us a double top pattern. So a double top pattern, this is one of our reversal patterns. So that means whenever you see a double top pattern, the market is clearly going to sell because we have a double top on our resistance level. So that means the market can clearly sell because that's one of the confirmation reversal patterns. Going ahead, if I'm clearly to see, we see now gold is in a little bit consolidation, but before it was in a consolidation, it was making a lower, a higher high and a higher lows, higher highs and higher lows. Then after respecting all this, it broke the trend line, but this trend line was our support trend line, whereby whenever the market taps or rejects on this trend line, it acts like our support level. So the market was in an uptrend, but at the moment I can see the market is in a little bit consolidation, whereby it's making a lot of patterns which are going to push it in order to bring those big moves in the market. So I've went to the daily time frame to clearly see where gold is heading. Now the second part, what I do is cater for my resistance levels with my horizontal trend line. So if I'm to see the resistance trend lines. Now gold respected our resistance trend line, whereby you can clearly see here this was our first touch, this is our second touch, and this is our third touch. So what does this mean? Whenever the market approaches this trend line, it drops. That means there is a lot of pressure of sellers on these particular levels, because whenever the market approaches to these levels, it drops. That is the first confirmation. The second confirmation is the market is making lower highs and lower lows, lower highs and lower lows. Now that means we are expecting gold next week to be dropping. Now jumping to the 4-hour time frame, if I scroll down to the 4-hour time frame, 4-hour time frame. So remember, we have had this touch, which is our third touch. Now for gold, we are looking for sell entries. I can clearly see also we have this support level, this support level. I think now it's clearly seen. Now this support level, we are waiting for the market to break this level in order for us to get our sell entries. Now at the moment, I can see the market is trying to make like a head and shoulders pattern. We have this shoulder, this is our left shoulder. Let me try to, that is our head, this is our left shoulder. This is our left shoulder, this is our right shoulder, and this is our head. So now we are expecting gold to push to the downside after breaking this level. Now remember, if the market respected this third touch, that's one of our clearly signals that you can use to see that the market is going to drop anytime to the downside. Now leaving alone that, you'll find the second confirmation is gold is in a deep downtrend. Now the market will be dropping to the downside because it's making lower highs and lower lows. That is the second confirmation. The third confirmation, if you clearly see in the daily time frame, if I go in the daily time frame, you can clearly see that gold made a candlestick pattern. So all these are confirmations which are going to clearly show us where gold is heading. Now we are going to wait for this breakout of this trend line. Then we shall be expecting gold to drop all the way to the downside, because it will have respected this pattern of ours. So at the moment, I think we have a flag pattern which will be respected, and this will push gold to the downside. Yeah, so for gold, I think guys, you'll be spotting, or you'll be waiting for selling opportunities, because we had the first touch and this is our third touch. We had the first touch, second touch, now this is our third touch, whereby gold will be dropping to the downside. So that's what we had for you today, guys. We shall be analyzing the market. I think every after 2 to 3 days we shall be uploading a video concerning about the market analysis. whereby we share ideas with you about the forex market. So don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel FX Dives. We want to create the biggest community on YouTube, so don't forget to subscribe and like, plus commenting down the description. Ask us what videos you would like us to make. Comment and tell us the mistakes we have made, and say that in another video we can try to explain more about the forex market. So comment down in the description, say that we can upload so many videos concerning about your ideas we will be talking about. Don't forget to hit the link in the description and sign up with our forex broker, which is called Infinux. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that link and sign up with our fastest broker Infinux. Okay.